A model shark had been built at the end of the jetty. The Diesels were riding right into the jaws and out again. Thomas thought he saw the shark laugh and wink at him. He ran away, scared. He met James. James, I think that shark at the jetty is real. Oh, I won't go there then, said James, and off went Thomas. He then met Gordon. Gordon, I think that shark at the jetty is real, said Thomas. Nonsense, said Gordon. But Thomas didn't believe Gordon. He went back to the jetty and saw Diesel 10 going into the shark's jaws. He definitely winked at me, said Thomas, and steamed off. The Diesels kept going. Thomas met Percy. Do you think that shark is real, Percy? Said Thomas. No, said Percy, but it sounds exciting though. Let's go and do what the Diesels are doing. Thomas wasn't so keen, but followed Percy anyway. When they got there, Percy got into position. Thomas watched from the side. Into the jaws and... He's eaten him! The shark's eaten Percy! I knew he was real! Thomas steamed off to get help. He met James. James, Percy's been eaten by the shark. I don't know what to do. Nor do I, said James. Thomas continued. He met Gordon. Gordon, Percy's been eaten by the shark. What can we do? Of course he hasn't, Thomas, said Gordon. But I saw it, Gordon, said Thomas, who then steamed off again. He met Diesel and Diesel 10. Your shark has eaten Percy, said Thomas. Oh dear, said Diesel. Oh dear, said Diesel 10. Still, one less steamy, I suppose. Thomas met Gordon again. Gordon, what are we going to do to get Percy back? Said Thomas. Well, why don't you look over there? Said Gordon. Thomas looked. Percy came steaming around the buildings. Percy, you're alive! Yes, said Percy. Sorry, Thomas. It was a prank. The shark's not real at all. Thomas was relieved and left with Percy. Later that day, Thomas decided to have a close look at the shark himself. When he got there, he was quite scared. He decided to go backwards. Well, that seemed okay, he said. Now forwards. He inched forwards until he was in the jaws. I did it, he shouted. The shark's not real at all.
It was a normal day on Sodor, and the trains were hard at work. Unfortunately, Frank was in a really bad mood. He charged straight into a tree. And it fell on the track. And Toby was heading straight towards it. Oh dear. Toby had fallen off the track. But Frank wasn't finished yet. He spotted a pile of cargo. This time, Thomas was heading for it. What a mess, said Thomas. Frank ran away. Nearby, Samson and James were working hard. Frank changed a point, leading Samson straight towards a crossing. The timing couldn't have been worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Samson, said James. The points must have been changed. You weren't supposed to go this way. Both of the trains were stuck. Thomas then arrived. Oh no, Frank got you too, he said. Yeah, he changed the points, said James. What are we going to do? Asked Samson. Thomas had an idea. The trains were put back on the track and a cage was made. Thomas then bravely whistled Frank over. Frank charged towards him. Thomas suddenly reversed out of the way, so Frank charged right into the cage. James then pushed the fence into the gap, trapping Frank inside. It worked, said Thomas. He shouldn't bother us anymore, said Toby. Samson also arrived to thank Thomas. So the engines could all return to their jobs without being bothered. It was Thomas's day off, and he was spending it with Lightning McQueen. What do you want to do today? Asked Thomas. I'm not sure, replied McQueen. How about I ride in your truck until we think of something? Okay, said Thomas. So McQueen hopped in and off they went. stumbled across a tunnel. "Hold on," said Thomas. "I don't recognise that tunnel." "I wonder where it goes," said McQueen. "Let's find out," said Thomas. So his driver got out and changed the points. And in they went. When they came out of the tunnel, they couldn't believe their eyes. "This is incredible," they said. There were all sorts of animals. As they were taking it all in, they were spotted by Ono the egret. Uh-oh, intruders, he thought, so he swooped down to warn the others and prepared to defend the land. "Intruders!" he cried. He got the attention of the other Lion Guard members. They fired their coconut launcher. It just missed. They then catapulted a boulder. Just missed again. "I don't think they want us here," said McQueen. But before they could react, Ono fired a net straight at Thomas. Clean shot. The animals approached the intruders. "Who are you?" asked Kion. "I'm Thomas," said Thomas. "And I'm Lightning McQueen," said McQueen. "Oh, I've heard of those names before," cried Beshti. "Yes," agreed Kion. "You're both very famous. Sorry we attacked you. We're the Lion Guard, you see. We need to protect the land." So they freed Thomas and introduced themselves. "I'm Ono, the eyes in the sky," said Ono. "I'm Beshti," said Beshti. "I'm Bunga, the honey badger," said Bunga. "I'm Kion, son of Simba," said Kion. "And I'm Fuli, the fastest in all the Pride Lands." "Well, probably not as fast as me," said McQueen. "No, I'm probably faster," said Fuli. "Why don't you have a race?" suggested Thomas. Everyone thought it was an excellent idea, so they set it up. "The first one to reach my wall wins," said Kion. "Ready, steady, go!" It was a fast start. McQueen got ahead slightly, but realised he was heading straight into the wall and was going too fast. And then... "Oh dear," said Fuli. "Well, I guess you win." "Yes, but I broke the wall," sulked McQueen. The others then arrived. "Wow, what a race," said Kion. "And don't worry about the wall, we can just rebuild it." McQueen was very thankful, so they all worked together and constructed the wall. Ta-da! It looked good as new. "Now let's show you around," said Fuli. So Thomas watched from the tracks as each animal showed McQueen their favourite place. It was soon time for Thomas and McQueen to go. "We'd better make a move," said Thomas. "Please come back soon," said Beshti. "Oh, we definitely will," replied McQueen. "Today was really fun," said Kion. So they said their goodbyes and left. "What a fantastic day that was," said McQueen. Yes, we'll definitely be going back there, said Thomas. So McQueen and Thomas had made lots of new friends. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video, which featured lots of new toys. It included Kion's toppling wall. Just press the button and the wall falls apart. And to reset, push in the tab and just rebuild the wall. Another set used was Beshti's boulder catapult. Hold the base and pull the lever down and release. Bunga's coconut blaster was used too. Put the coconut in the tree and press the leaves. Another set used was Ono's lookout launcher. Ono stands on his perch and press him down to throw the net. And finally, Foolie's canyon chase set was used. Foolie sits on a cart and the launcher pushes her away. And each set comes with an adjustable action figure. It was the day of the Great Railway Show, and the engines were finishing off some jobs. Hi Percy, said Thomas. I'm really excited about the Great Railway Show. Me too, Percy replied. I've just got to finish this delivery. Diesel then arrived.
Take me to the Great Railway Show!
You can't, you've been naughty recently. Sir Topham Hatt won't let you, said Percy. Sorry Diesel, said Thomas.
Silly Stevies!
This annoyed Diesel, so he thought if he couldn't go, neither should any other engine. He stopped at a signal, which was right next to another signal, and a crossing, so Diesel had an evil idea.
Ooh, hello.
Meanwhile, Thomas was getting fixed up to make him faster.
There we go.
Thanks guys, he said, so he left, and Gordon went in.
Ta-da!
Thank you, he said, and he went off to meet his brother, the Flying Scotsman. Hello, Gordon, said the Flying Scotsman. Are you ready to go? Not yet, replied Gordon. Percy's just got to finish his last job, as he was running late. Unfortunately, he needed to use the crossing that Diesel was tampering with. And Billy needed to use the crossing too. And because Diesel tampered with the signals, they both said go. Oh dear. Sorry Billy, said Percy. Oh, that's okay. I think the signals were faulty, replied Billy. Diesel thought he'd gotten away with it, but Gordon and the Flying Scotsman had watched the whole thing. Diesel! Cried Gordon. Uh-oh. Diesel ran. I'll get him, said the Flying Scotsman, and he chased after Diesel. But Gordon intercepted him. Gotcha! Cried Gordon. Well done, little brother, said the Flying Scotsman. So Thomas called Chomper, and he got Billy and Gordon back on the track. Sir Topham Hatt then arrived. Diesel, you are in a lot of trouble, he said. So the other engines went off to the Great Railway Show. While Diesel had to do everyone else's job.
Silly steamies.
Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video. Here's another you may have missed.